Okay, at Wizard World Chicago, I got to see Gotham Knight, the Batman DVD done from the makers of the Animatrix. It is 6 small stories put together, each story being about 10 minutes long, roughly. They range from being okay to decent to crappy. I don't recall all of the titles and all that, but the first one, I think it's Do I Have a Story to Tell You? And it's more or less, it's 4 kids telling their individual stories of a run-in with Batman. So Batman goes from being like so there's like an Iron Man style character Batman, one where he's like a living shadow, and one where he's a living bat. And if you watch it, all 4 segments are telling you there's an order to them. But it's annoying that the kids are aggravating, and it's the worst one to sit through. There's another one where Lucius Fox makes a almost kind of like a force field of some sort, where if a bullet comes at Batman, it's going to be reflected back at him. So he uses that to take out some mobsters. The nice thing about that one is at the very end, a guy tries to shoot him, it bounces off him, and it goes to the guy who was trying to shoot Batman. And you see a level of guilt in Batman, and he more or less kind of says, he doesn't mind sacrifice for what he does, but he has to put himself in the line of fire, not somebody else. So now we're down. They got 2 of them out of the way. Another ends up being they're taking somebody back to the Narrows. The Narrows is still under lockdown. This is the only moment that you really understand anything between Batman Begins and The Dark Knight, which was the movie's touted as being as a bridging point. It's not. It takes place in the Nolan Batman universe. And pretty much that one's all just, they're going down for prisoner, they get caught in probably one of the worst looking gunfights you're ever going to see. It's just 2 people on both sides just shooting straight at each other. No dodging or anything. That's the way to have Batman earn the trust of the Gotham City Police Department. Another one where he takes on Killer Croc and the Scarecrow to rescue a bishop. Okay, so now we've got 4 taken care of already. They're, like I said, they range from being, the first one is horrible. Do I Have a Story to Tell You? It sucks. It's primarily like watching little kids do skateboarding and then talk about Batman. I hated it. I could not stand it. Okay, so we got 2 more to go. One, Batman more or less, he's wounded, he's injured, and he goes back to when he was learning how to deal with his pain. So it's more kind of like a spiritual, emotional sort of journey. And it's pretty good. No one got the ending of it until the panel discussion, because at the very end, Alfred comes to help him out of the sewer, and Alfred's like, give me your hand, and he says, I can't. We didn't find out until the panel discussion. The reason I said that he says he can't is because he has a box full of guns in front of him. But since he's in the sewer and there's almost no light, we never saw that he was carrying a box of guns. Plus, we saw it on like a big screen TV in a room with like 2,000 people in it. Then you come to the last one. This is the one where everything all of a sudden connects, or attempts to. It's Deadshot. Pretty much, it's Batman taking on Deadshot. And that one's great. That one works out beautifully. That one's good. That one's action-packed. That one works. That one actually you can enjoy. And there's a very thin thread that goes through all 6 of them, and that's where it all kind of ties up. All in all, it's like an hour long. I'm not a big Batman fan. And if we wouldn't have been able to get, passes due to having silver VIP, if you would have had to wait in line for that, it would have sucked. The panel discussion afterward was full of just really bad, dumb questions. One kid asked, in the first one, why did we see 4 different Batman costumes? And somebody had to kind of say, that's because you had 4 different people telling the story. Everyone thought of the story in a different way. Why'd the buildings look different? They go, that's style. Why'd the characters look different? Style. how does this fit in with, Batman Begins and Dark Knight? And they're like, it's in the same universe. If you didn't see Batman Begins, you can watch this and you can pretty much follow with what's going on. Is it a segue? No. If you're a Bat fan, you'll probably enjoy it. If you like the other two, DC full-length cartoon movies, you'll probably enjoy it. But for me, it was a good one-watcher, not a huge Bat fan. I'm glad I got to see it for free. But, if you're a Bat fan, you'll dig it. If you're a cartoon fan, you'll probably also kind of enjoy it. I wouldn't say it's a one-watch. If you enjoy the one-watch, buy it. If not, just see if you can just rent it or borrow it from a buddy.